Right, okay, dog is done. Let's get on with this again. So factorise x squared plus 12x minus 45, and hence find this equation where it equals 0. So it's the same thing. So obviously I'm going to factorise it and then I can solve it, and hence. So factorise this one, I'm going to put the a there, the m there, two numbers that multiply to make 45 that add to make 12. So 9 times 5 is 45, but there's no 12 happening there. Plus this is a minus there, so 1 would have to be a minus. Clearly not getting anything there. So what else can I think about in that one? 5 times 9. Oh, crikey. You know when your brain just goes fuzzy and you think, oh, I can't remember anything in this one. So 45, 5 times 9, 3 times 15, there we go. 3 times 15 would work because there's a 12. And if I make that a plus and that a minus, then I get my plus 15. There you go. So sometimes it just takes a bit of a breather trying to work out what it is. X is minus 3 plus 15 there. If I try it out, I get my x squared, I get my minus 45, I get my minus 3x plus my 15x, which makes it 12. Brilliant. And then it says where this equals 0, so this equals 0, this equals 0 when one of these brackets equals 0. If x is 3 here, this bracket equals 0. If x is minus 15 here, then this also equals 0. So it's either 3 or minus 15. Sarah buys 4 cups and 8 mugs. A cup costs £2. Don't know what this means. two pounds X. A mug costs so much. Okay, I think, let's hope I'm getting this right. So 4 cups, so she has 4 cups and 8 mugs. So she's got 4 cups plus 8 mugs. A cup costs 2x. So you've got 4 lots of 2x, and then mugs are x plus £2, so 8 lots of x plus £2. So I think that's what it's trying to say. Write down an expression. Oh, now let's just tidy this up. That's going to be 8x plus 8x plus 16, because I multiply arm out, don't forget. So I get 16x plus 16, which I can factorise as that as well if I wanted to. Now it says here, if the total cost of 4 cups and 8 mugs is £48, write an equation. Okay, so that equals, essentially, that's equaling, what was it, £48. So there's an equation, and then solve it. Okay, step by step. So here, take away the 16 from both sides, and that's 16x equals 48 take away 16 is 32. And now divide both sides by 16, because that gets you x equals 2. So x is 2, but that's not the answer. They want the cost of a cup and the cost of a mug. So the cup, they say the cup is 2x, so it's 2 lots of 2, so it's £4. And the mug, they're saying is x plus 2, so equally £4. There you go. Okay, that's nice. We now need to go to changing the subject. So it says here, change the subject x of the formula. So let's try and find out where that is. Oh, there we go. There we go. So let's write that one out. It's x over 2 minus y equals a, and I want it in terms of x. So I'm going to get rid of these two things. So the first thing is the weakest link, the minus y, add y to both sides. So I'm left with x over 2 equals a plus y. And now I'm going to times everything by 2 to get rid of that divide by 2. So everything gets multiplied by 2. So this becomes x, and that becomes 2 lots of a and 2 lots of y. Either that way or written 2 lots of whatever that side is, like that. Either way is correct. Now here we have it as z plus 3 equals square root, I think that's just the square root of x minus 5. Let's just treat it as if that was it. So I want x, it's under the umbrella of this, it's like a bracket really. So I've got to get rid of the square root by squaring both sides. So I'm going to square this, and I'm just going to write it like that. Okay? That's how I'm going to leave. I'm not going to try and multiply it out. That's perfectly sufficient. There's no other x's in here. I can do that. And now I'm literally going to add 5 to both sides to get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to literally add 5 to both sides. So this side becomes 5 plus bracket z plus 3 squared equals x. And there you go. And then finally, here I have g equals x plus ax minus bx. Notice I've got x in all these 3 bits. Now, just to help you out, I'm going to take an x out. But if I write that as 1x, this will help you. Because now I'm going to take x out, because I've got to keep it just singular. So I can take x out, 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 out. I'm left with 1, that's why that 1 was important, plus a minus b. And now x on its own, how's it attached? By this blob here, multiplied by this blob, so divide by this blob, both sides. So if I divide both sides by this blob, that just has a habit of cancelling out, boom, boom. But on this side, it's 1 plus a minus b. And so there you go. If you want to tidy it up, it'll be x equals g all over 1 plus a minus b. That's how you'd write it. Okay, now let's just go to this one here. It says here, calculate the volume and surface area. Well, the volume is going to be, it's a prism, so it's a triangle times depth. We know the area of a triangle is half base times height. And then we're going to times it by its length. So this is the volume. So it's a half times the base, which is 4, times the height, the perpendicular height, which is 3, times 11, the length. So that equals a half times 4 is 2, 2 3s are 6, 6 times 11 is 66 cubic meters. Now, the surface area, if I do the net of this, I find that the net looks like this. Okay? Now that triangle and that triangle, we've already worked out this section here. So that triangle is half times 4 times 3. 4 3s are 12, half that is 6. That's also 6. Now this triangle has the same length of 11 all the way through it. And this bit here is 4. And it's an equilateral triangle. So it's going to be 4, 4, 4. So it's going to be 4, 4, 4. So that's going to be 12 across, isn't it? Because 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. So it's 11 times 12 gives me this surface area here. 11 times 12, split the 1 and 2, add them 3. So that's 132 plus my 6 plus my 6. So that's 6, 12, 30, 14. 3 and 4 is 1, boom. And that's how I do that. So that is all of that. Let's come to the other bit later.